Hey, now that's a good looking motorcycle. I think I'll get one. Now look at that motorcycle through the window of Tim Hortons. It's a good looking motorcycle. I know it's hard to focus through the glass and everything, but yeah, I think I'll get one. Anyways, the noise is not too loud here in the Tim Hortons, so I think I'll give a little message of the day or a little talk of the day. And this talk is about being good. People don't realize just how powerful and how important that is. Just to be good. So anyways, what I want to say is that all the religions throughout the world, all the stories and everything about life, whether we know it or not, tries to teach us about being good. And there's even some great saints and masters that were asked, what was your religion? And they answer back, being good. They didn't answer back, Christian or Muslim or Jewish or Buddhist. They said being good was their religion. That's kind of amazing now. The religions are like maps. They try to teach us about being good and to be good, and they get it right sometimes and they don't get it right sometimes. So you can't always be the religion. You can't always follow the exact religion, what the religion says. But you can take the good parts out of any religion and try to become that. Now, I remember years ago, I asked my mother, well, this is quite a few years ago, I asked her if she had any wish in the whole world, what would she wish for? Most people would wish to win the lottery or something dumb like that, right? But she didn't. She said, if I had one wish, it would be that all my children were good. I just want them to be good. And if you really think about it, that's a really powerful wish. It's not a simple wish. It's a high wish. It's a very, very, very high wish to wish all her children would just be good. That's what she said to me. And the more I thought about it, the more amazed I was at that simple wish of my mother. Because we had 7 boys and 1 girl in our family, and us boys, we were pretty rough, back in the day, right? Fighting, stuff like that. They'd come home from work and there'd be another hole in the wall. Oh my God, another hole in the wall, right? But luckily all those holes are all patched up now. If you go back to visit my mother's house, you don't see any holes in the wall anymore. We outgrew that fighting stage. And my mother was one of those kind of people that her whole life she was always good. She thought good thoughts. She did good things. She didn't speak bad words about people. Always had a kind, gentle word to say about everybody. And she was kind of like the shining light, shining example for us to follow. I remember years ago my brother said to me, Poise Dennis, Mom's an angel. And I said, yes, I know she is. So we all had to look towards her, to use her as an example to be good. So, some people, and my sister's like that too. My sister's like my mother. She only thinks, she's a nurse, and she only thinks and does good things. Tries to help people. Doesn't think of doing bad things like us boys. We'll try to justify something that's wrong. It should be okay. Everyone else is doing it. But she's not like that. She's like my mother. And my father, he tried so hard to be good too, and he did become good. He took care of us kids, 8 kids. He conquered smoking. He conquered alcoholism. He conquered his bad temper. And I think my mother was his example too, you know, to try to be good. She would say, "Be good for goodness sakes." And when you think about it, to be good for goodness sakes, to be good for the sake of being good, that's pretty powerful too. You don't realize it until years later when you're sitting down and contemplating that, just how powerful that means, to be good for the sake of being good. So now, concerning all the religions out there, people will say, "Well, I am Christian, I am Hindu, I am Buddha." Well, no, you're not. Nobody is a religion. So I know whatever religion you think you are, you're not. You can't be a religion. A religion is only a map, and that's it. But you can be what the religion says to be, you know. And most religions say to be good, although some religions might be a little harsher than other religions. But the main point that the religion or the map of the religion wants you to follow is just to be good. So if you want to cut through a lot of stuff, just think of that in your mind and your feeling of being good. Just try to be good for the sake of being good. That's actually one of the highest things, and that is the thing that the great masters and the great saints will say to be good, right? Now there's also another motto that those great teachers would also say, like to be good was their religion, but to love and bless life was their motto. So I'm going to get into that a little bit later on in another video, but just keep in your mind and your thought and your feeling the idea of being good. That's the only thing you can be. You can't be anything else, and I'll explain that in the next video.